Well, Anya, it is such a pleasure again to talk to you. Third episode of Big Break Atlantis. I have to say, though, that I was exhausted watching the show. So many shots packed into 1 hour. When you said you felt like you wanted to throw up, I was right there with you.
Yeah, I think at that point, even though it was only the third episode, I had started to get a little mentally tired, and I really wanted to win immunity in the first one. And I just think at that point I was exhausted. By the time that I said that, I think I was just tired.
Nobody blames you for that. It looked exhausting. Playing in the wind is one of the most difficult things to do. And so you're standing around, you get stiff, and then you have to go hit a shot, and then you have to stand around and hit another shot. It's not like just playing normal golf. It's so much more stressful, not just about immunity, but just trying to concentrate in those conditions.
Yes. Yeah. I think the wind that day was blowing 20 to 30 miles per hour. And when you're sitting outside in the wind all day like that, it does get very tiring. And also you have to be very decisive when you're playing in the wind. You know, if you're going to hit an 8-iron, hit an 8-iron. Because if you make an indecisive swing in the wind, the shot can usually turn out pretty bad.
Yeah, no, I hear you on that. Well, you had some pretty great shots that day. 231-yard drive, awesome. By the way, how do you hit the ball so far? What's your secret?
You know, I have a big butt, and that helps me power through it. You know, my dad, he taught me how to play. He's a teaching professional. And my dad always taught me to swing hard in case I hit it. So I've always swung at it with a lot of club head speed. My dad cut down some steel shafts for me when I was like 6 and 7. So I had to swing harder ever since I was younger. And I'm really grateful for that because having distance has really been beneficial to me.
Yeah, no, I can see it. And, you know, I find that a lot of people try to swing harder, end up not hitting it as far because they get all tense. So there's a real trick between being relaxed and swinging.
Yeah, you can swing smooth and hard.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah. Okay, well, when we get together someday, you can show me how to do that because I still haven't figured out the secret.
We'll get you some butt padding, too.
Well, I've got plenty. No worries about that. Okay, so your driving was great. You putt with, you know, just over 3 feet, and then Gloriana, you know, sneaks by you. So you had a real battle where you hit great shots, but it just wasn't happening. Finally, it
did.
And
Zakia kind of went through the same thing that day too. Zakia really didn't hit any bad shots that day, and she still ended up getting eliminated. And it was just one of those things where it was just inches all day for some people. You know, I mean, Aubrey beat I think Zakia by 2 inches on the bunker shot. I got outdriven by like 3 yards, I think. So it was just one of those things where it was a battle all day.
Yeah, I felt sorry for Zakia for exactly that reason because there were some ladies there. I think it might have been Allison said, you know, she hit bad shots all day, and then she hits one good shot, she's safe, and meanwhile, you know, others, specifically Zakia, hits great shots all day or good shots all day, and then, you know, she ends up being eliminated. Golf is not fair. It's just not fair. No. Well, you know, watching Zakia do her exit interview, she was so classy in it. You know, she was thanking her competitors and talking in a very positive way, and I was quite impressed because that must be emotionally scarring at that point. You know, to have to talk just after, you know, you've lost elimination. So are you guys watching those interviews? Do you get to see it happen?
No, we didn't see them.
Okay.
We didn't see it, so I didn't get to see anything of that.
So going back to the point where Salome chose Christina for the face-off, were you surprised at her choice? Or, you know, who would you have chosen if you were in that position?
You know, that's a good question. I think it would have been a really hard choice because it's one of those things where anybody could have hit it close. You know, I know that Christina's a really good wedge player, so I probably would not have chosen her just because seeing her short game and seeing her wedges, I know that she can stiff it close. So I probably would have gone with Zakia.
Yeah. Well, it was different. It wasn't like you got to play 2 holes of stroke play like, you know, the other ladies had done previously on other episodes.
Right.
This was like back to individual shots, which, you know, the whole strategy would probably be different than if you were playing 2 holes, right?
Yeah, it would have been very different. But it's the game, like anything could happen, you know?
Yeah. Sometimes there's lots of things that go on behind the scenes that we don't get to see. Is there anything that you recall that day that was interesting that you might want to share that we didn't get to see on television?
That day, I think, was such a blur.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, I mean, you saw it at the end of the episode when I was safe. I was safe and I'd received immunity on the second challenge, and I said I wanted to throw up. So I just feel like, I don't know, I was tired. I don't think I was totally present that day. And I think once I got back to our room, I took a nap. I remember that day I took a nap because I was just so tired.
Yeah. No, I can appreciate that. I was tired watching it. Well, this has been great. I thank you so much for doing these interviews. It really is fun to talk to you and find out what it was like being there and being involved. So hopefully we can do it again next week, Anya, and I hope you have a great week.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.